screen. Yeah. So I logged into this EC2 instance. So there is no instances running. Okay. Yeah. So what I told you, right, guys? Yeah. So what we are discussing? So we discussed Terraform, right? Yeah. So we already discussed about the IAC and configuration management tools. Both are friends. So Terraform supports, it's already told, right? Yeah. So today what we will discuss, so we will discuss how to download, how to install the Terraform, installing the Terraform, and so overview of installation, just supported platforms, Windows, Mac, Linux, BSD, OpenBSD, and Solaris, how to download the Terraform, and set up in the lab. So AWS account, we already informed, right? First EC2 with the Terraform. So what we need, so there is a, so when you want to launch a resource in the AWS, there are three important considerations. So one is how will you authenticate to AWS, which region to resources that resources need to be launched, which resources you want to launch, right? So I already told you, right? So whenever we want to launch a instance, so first we need to provide the provider and the which region you want to install launch the instance. So for AWS CLI, so we need to connect the AWS through AWS CLI. We need a access key and secret key. So then resources. So yesterday I already told a little bit about the resources, right? Resources is nothing but a service, service of the AWS or the any provider. AWS underscore instance. So this is the resource. My EC2 is the, so the resource name is AWS underscore instance, or the my EC2 is the name of the instance. So AMI and instance type. So important learning, each provider has, each provider, what are the providers, guys? Tell me the providers.
AWS,
Hmm.
Azure,
Mhm.
GCP.
Yeah.
And
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
cloud, these are the, each provider has the resources. Resources means, so resources divide into multiple categories. So for example, you guys remember a resource is nothing but a, for example, service. Okay. So each provider has resources divided into multiple categories. Resources require certain set of arguments. So this is the resource block. Resource block, what is the resource? AWS underscore instance, AWS underscore S3, AWS underscore IAM, AWS underscore RDS, AWS underscore Route 53. So these are the resources. Resource name. So resource and resource name. So resource having resources require certain set of argument based on the use cases. Certain set of arguments. AWS underscore instance having the certain set of arguments, IAM and instance type. But the resource requires certain set of arguments based on the use case, right? So the resource requires a optional arguments. So optional arguments and required arguments. So required arguments, definitely we need to provide the required arguments. But the optional arguments, whatever the optional arguments are there, right? So if you are providing or not, it will take the default one. It will take the default one. So the required providers, the required resources need to provide on the resource block. Resource block. I will tell you that. So what is the URL, guys? What is the site for the Terraform resources?
registry.io, registry.terraform.io.
Very good. Registry dot terraform dot io. So registry.terraform.io. Yeah. So who created that Terraform, guys? Who invented? Who created?
Ashikar.
Yes. Ashikar provided the. So providers. What are the providers, guys? These all are. It supports how many providers? 3,941 providers. It supports the Terraform. So you can use anyone, Google, Azure, Active, everything you can use the Terraform. So if you learn the Terraform, it will support a number of plenty of the providers. So we are using for the AWS. Click the AWS and go to the documentation. In the documentation, so what we are searching, the resource. Which resource, guys? So EC2 compute cloud. In the EC2 compute cloud, these all are the resources. How many resources are there? So every service having the number of resources. For example, so what is the resource? AWS underscore instance. I want to create a AWS instance. So what is the resource you want, guys? AWS underscore instance. Yeah, AWS underscore instance. The so what we need? We need a resource block. So AWS instance resource block. What is the resource, guys? AWS instance. So this is the resource. Web is your server name. So AMI something like you provided the AMI. Instance type is T2 micro tags. So if you provide the tags, it will you can use the tags. You can use the tags. So host resource groups are a license managing registered AMI examples. Argument references. Guys, what these are? Resource. In the resource, these are the arguments. So which are the required arguments? Which are the optional arguments? So you see, so this resource supports the following arguments. So AMI is optional. Associated public IP address is optional. Availability zone is optional. So capacity reservation specification is optional. These all are the optionals. So what are the optionals are there, right? The arguments. So we don't need to provide those as arguments. So it will take the default value. It will take the default value, whatever the optional arguments, right? If you can mention or you cannot mention, it will take the default ones. It will take the default. So these all are the optional. So these all are the optional arguments. These all are the optional arguments. Optional. So few of them are required arguments, guys. I will show you that. Optional, optional, optional arguments. So these all are the optional. I think nowadays everything will be optional. Is there any required arguments? Actually, before there are the few required arguments are there. Yeah, you see. So network underscore interface ID is the required. So it is a required. Definitely, if you want to use this network interface ID, definitely you need to provide the required one. So you need to provide the required one. Guys, understood? Required and the optional. These all are the options and required. So if you want to use the required one argument, definitely we need to specify. The optional one is you can specify or you cannot specify. It will take the default one. It will take the default one, guys. Understood? So these are the optional arguments and the required arguments. And one more thing. Reference part. Yeah. So authentication, guys. So AWS provider use Amazon Web Services provider to interact with the many resources supported by the AWS. You must configure the provider with the proper credential before you can use it. So use the navigation to left the read about the available resources. There are currently 1329 resources and 453 data sources available in the providers. Available in the providers, guys. So these are the Terraform provider. So the versions I will tell you guys, no worries. So these are the providers. So this is the provider block. Yeah. So authentication and configuration. How we will authenticate with the AWS? So configuration for the AWS provider can be divided from several sources which are applied in the following. So parameters in the provider configuration, environment variables, shared configuration files, container credentials. So instance profile credentials with regions. Instance profiles with regions. Provider configuration. So what are the provider configuration, guys? So credentials can be provided adding a access key, secret key, and optionally token to be provided block. So what is the provider, guys? Provider is nothing but a access key, secret key. So environment variable, if you want to connect with the environment variables, you can use the environment variable through, so export the access key and secret key. So this is the another way. So and the shared configuration and credentials, you can use the shared credentials in the home.aws credential. You can provide here the shared credentials and configurations. You see shared configuration file where your credentials are there. And the container credentials, you can use the container credentials, instance profile credentials and regions. So you can use the assuming am rule. Yeah, most of the real-time environment, guys, most of the real-time environments, so which role you are using? You are using the assuming IAM role, something like a provider AWS assuming role. A role ARN equal to, this is the role IAM, this is the IAM role, and the session name and the external ID. So this is the way in the real time, this is the way we are configuring the authentication, guys. Please remember. Yeah, so assuming with the IAM role with the web identity, we can use this one also. So we can use this one also. Guys, understood? So these are all the authentications. These all are the authentications to the AWS. Authentications to the AWS. So now you understood, right? Providers. Yeah, I will tell you. Yeah, so resources. Now you understood, right? Resources having the set of arguments. So those arguments are the required arguments and the optional arguments. So the optional arguments, if you can provide it or not, you can provide or not. So it will take the option. If you provide, it will take the whatever you provide. If you are not providing, it will take the default one. So instance type. So each provider has resources divided into multiple categories. So resources require certain set of arguments based on the use case. Based on the use case, providers and resources. Providers and resources. So Terraform supports multiple providers depending on what type of infrastructure we want to launch. So we have to use appropriate providers accordingly. So depending on the what type of infrastructure, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, Oracle Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, what type of infrastructure you want, we want to launch it. So we have to use appropriate providers accordingly. So something like, so upon adding the provider, it is an important to run the Terraform init, which in turn will download the plugins associated with the providers. Will download the plugins with the associated with the providers. I will show you later, guys, that one. Okay, the services. So we are creating the services through Terraform. All these services we can whatever we are creating them manually through console, right? So we can create through Terraform also. So we can create through Terraform also. The resources. What is a resources? So resources are the references to the individual services. Guys, now you understood? Resources are the references to the individual services. For example, EC2 instance. Resources are the references to the individual service which the provider has to offer. What are the individual service, guys? AWS underscore instance. This is the instance is the EC2 service. What is the examples, guys? Resources AWS underscore instance, resources A underscore LB, resources IAM user, resources digital version provider. These all are the resources, guys. These all are the resources. Now you understood? Where is that? What is the password? I also forgot that. One second. Yeah. So resources, right? Now we understood the resources. I will tell you one thing, guys. We have another slide is there. I will send you that slide. One second. This is that PPT documents. Alright, so downloads PPT.
Hari bro, now you are planning to build the EC2 instance with the help of the Terraform.
Yes, yes, yes. We are planning to build the EC2 with
Okay.
Terraform. One second. I want to download that. Actually, today I'm using the different laptop. It is got the password. Got it, guys. The Cooper, right? This underscore VPC. PC.ppt. It's not only that, right? AWS underscore ppt. It's posting. Yeah. So resources now you understood, right, guys? So this is nothing but a test try. Test try will tell you later. So yeah. So for uh, uh, for creating the for creating the AWS infra through Terraform, right? We need a Terraform. So where we can download the Terraform, guys? Registry dot Terraform dot Terraform.io. I think download back to phone. Yeah. So Terraform.io. So in the Terraform.io, so you can choose the download, right? Download Terraform. So the download Terraform for Windows. So what is the latest version? So the version is 1.7.4. The latest version is 1.7.4. But we need a older version, friends. So we can download the latest version. No worries, guys. Yeah. So what is the version for the Windows? We need a 64-bit, right? So 64-bit purpose. So this is the Windows. I can download this one. Yeah. So you can download.
Yeah, Hari, what it is exactly you downloaded? What it was?
So it is just a binary file, right? I already told you, right? So it's a software, but it is a yeah. So overview of the installation process. Terraform installation is very simple. You have to you have a single binary file, download it and use it. Just use it and that is the single binary file. Majority. Understood?
Okay. So we are putting this one in. Yeah, yeah. So we are putting this binary code in our Terraform code, right?
No, no, no. This is the
So what?
software. So this is the Terraform software. So
Okay.
you want to run the Terraform plan, Terraform apply, Terraform init, Terraform destroy, right? In our local
Yes.
machine, for
Yes.
example.
Yes. Yeah.
Good question. Good question, Arajar. Something like now you can see. Now you are trying to run that command in that Terraform init. So Terraform is not a recognizer. How it will be recognizing? It will be recognizing. So whenever you install the software or whenever you use the binary
Binary
file,
file.
it will be recognizing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the file. So this is the file I want to show you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's already downloaded, guys. I'll show it in the folder. So this is the WinRAR extract here. Yeah, so there is a Terraform, a binary file is there. A binary file is comes into the picture. Copy this file array. Excuse me. Yeah. So where I need to put something like I'm putting it in the create a new Terraform underscore 1.7.2 or something. I don't know exactly. Yeah, guys. So I'm keeping it in this binary file in this folder. Now, so now it is not recognizes the Terraform. So I want to go to the Terraform where the Terraform binary is there. Where the Terraform is binary is there. CHP desktop Terraform. So CD. Yeah. So now I am trying to execute the Terraform in it. You see, Terraform initializes in empty directory. So now you can use the Terraform hyphen capital. You see, it is showing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is showing, right? So the commands. So the commands are main commands are init, validate, plan, apply, destroy. So what is the init, guys? Init is nothing but a prepare your working directory for the other command. So init is used for the prepare your working directory for the other commands. Plan shows the changes required by the current configuration. Apply, create and update the infrastructure. Destroy the previously created infrastructure. So you are something like Ramesh, you told, right? The commands console, FMT, get, graph, login, logout, metadata, providers, refresh, show, state, taint. So these all are the version. These all are the other commands. Mainly we are using the I need to plan, apply, destroy. Okay, so validate order you can use, but so mainly we will focus on these four commands only. So how you can check the Terraform version, guys? Terraform. So Terraform hyphen version. So Terraform. Sorry, guys, command wrong.
Spelling wrong, sir.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So which version of the Terraform we installed, guys?
1.7.4, sir.
Yeah. So you see, so if you want to run run the Terraform, so I'm running the Terraform command in the, so wherever the Terraform binary file is there, go to that directory, then I can run the Terraform commands, right? So I don't want to go to that file wherever I am, something like I am in the cd data. So I don't know what is the command in the Windows. Yeah, cd dot. For example, I'm in the HP. So when I use the Terraform init or a version or a something like hyphen any command in the Terraform. So wherever I am, I can execute that command. How we can execute that command? So you can copy this Terraform. So binary file in the that program files, right? the program files. So you can copy it in the C drive, then program files, I think in the program files, Oracle program files x86. So let's check it in the program files. Yeah, so we can copy it in the program files. Continue, you will need to provide a permission admission to, yeah. So I copied it in the, where I copied it in the, where is the Terraform, guys? I copied in the iPhone, right? I want to rename it to dot. So I want to run the Terraform wherever I am, guys. Wherever I am, I want to run the command. Yeah. So for the purpose, you need to copy it in the program files, and you can save the you can copy the path. So you can copy the path in the, you can copy the path and save it in the environment variables, guys. Save it in the environment variables. So go to environment variables and the path, git path, new path, or copy the path and okay, okay, okay. If you set the environment variable, wherever you are, it will execute the Terraform command. I think to take the fresh CMD. You see, guys? So I'm in the HP folder only. I'm in the HP folder. I'm not in the programs files in this folder. But for example, I want to see cd dot dot. So I'm in the users. Now I'm execute the folder Terraform. It is working, right? So it is working. So why it is working? You set as a environment variable. You set as an environment variable, so that's the reason. So so you can execute the command, so wherever you are, in the wherever you are. Guys, understood? This is the installation, or this is the set the variable of the Terraform. Yeah, so we already set the variable of the Terraform. Now Terraform is installed on the Windows. Now what you can do, you want to write the code, right?
Yeah, in real time also you need to same like this. Actually, you
Same.
installed Terraform in your laptop, right?
Just same. The process is same.
Okay, so all the developers, they need to install like this development from the
What
sense.
developers are doing, Raja Reddy?
No. Just I am asking about developers in the sense. So we are system engineers, right? We are
Yeah, it's
we are
the
working.
same. Yes, the same way. So, for example, so you have a so my company is provided the macOS. macOS. I can download this by using this Brave tab, HashiCorp Brave install HashiCorp. That's this. So I used this one. So something like Raja Reddy, the company provided the Windows laptop. So how you can install the Terraform? This is the way only. Understood?
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
So please,
So
please.
if you want to, if you want to install the Terraform in the Linux or something like OVM, right? You have a Oracle virtual machine. That virtual machine also you can use it. So yeah. So you already installed the Terraform, right? You already installed the Terraform. But if you want to, hmm, yeah. So Terraform installation on Mac or Linux. There are two primary steps required. So binary file and move it in the path. right? Supported Windows. So installation of Mac and OS. Choosing the IDE. Choosing the IDE for the Terraform. So we want to. So we want a IDE, guys. What is IDE, guys? Guys, what is IDE? Does anyone knows IDE? Guys, does anyone know IDE, guys?
No, sorry, we don't have.
We
I don't.
don't know. We don't know, right? So, you know, right? The who developing the code? Who developing the code for the WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever it may be? So what
Developer.
developers? Yeah. So what developers are doing?
They will write the Java code.
They will write the Java code. Where they will write the Java code?
In the they will install the Java, and they inside the Java they will write the code.
So Terraform is the software. So we install the Terraform. You already installed the Java, right? So where you write the code? Dot C, C dot C plus plus,
Yes, sir.
dot Java. Where you write the code?
Maybe Visual Studio Code.
Yes, Visual Studio. So not a Visual Studio. So initially, how they are writing the code? They are writing it in the Notepad, right? They are writing the code in the Notepad. Something like a provider AWS. They are writing in the Notepad. So later, so something like a there is a enhancement of Notepad plus plus is there. Notepad plus plus is right. So after that, something like there is a called apps. IDs are coming into the picture. What is that? IDE. So what is that, guys? IDE. Guys, tell me the abbreviation. IDE abbreviation. Does anyone knows?
I have seen in the internet, but it is like an integrated development environment.
IDE. So IDE means integrated development environment. So what it is integrated development environment? Integrated development
Environment.
environment.
They are saying that it will develop the software codes efficiently.
Yeah. So integrated development environment is nothing but so before they are using the Notepad plus plus, Edit plus plus. They are using the some of the tools. So they are adding the future and they are adding the future in the every version. So IDE is nothing but a integrated development environment. So integrated development environment is nothing but a so if you are using the Java, right? Java having a some structures, functions and structures, right? So you need to use the functions and structure. So if something missing on the open braces or closes braces, for example, so there is a function, in the function, definitely you need to specify the arguments within the function only. So if you miss it in the notepad, so if you run the Java code, Java code, so you will get the errors like the function is missing, right? So initially there might be a issue while figure out the where the code error is there. So after the IDE comes into the picture, IDE is nothing but one of the software. What is this? This is a software. So these softwares, how the softwares build, the softwares build automatically whenever you write the function in the IDE, if whenever you open the braces, it automatically opens the close braces. So means the IDE is the software developer like a so environment of that freely there is no yeah. So where I need to oh, yeah. So it automatically open and close the functions because of so they already integrated in the this software. They already integrated the functions, braces, everything. They already integrated in the IDE. That's the reason the IDE comes into the picture. The IDE comes into the picture. So Visual Studio plus Visual Studio Code or something like a Eclipse, Autumn. There are number of IDEs are there. So there are a number of IDs are there, same like as a putty. So third party tool putty. So what are the types of third party tools, guys? Putty is there, super putty is there, and remote ng is there, mobile extreme is there. The same like IDE, they created number of companies created different types of IDEs. Eclipse, Atom, or Visual Studio from Microsoft Visual Studio, Atom, Visual Studio, Microsoft Visual Studio. So these are the a number of IDs. These are the ID. These IDs provided these softwares: Eclipse, Atom, and MS Visual Studio. Guys, now you understood. IDE means Integrated Development Environment. It is a software they already
So,
designed.
so why we choose IDE only? We can use Atom also, right? What is that? Is there any compatibility with what a Terraform means? It's a syncing on the IDE only.
No. So the IDE, I will tell you. So Atom, what is Atom? You know Atom, Rajariti?
Yes, I know that Atom also. It is in we are so that any YAML script or any script if we are writing, it will give some sequences and also
The
it
same
will,
like the same like
it
same
will
like
give some it's an comfortable.
yes,
It's a
the same
compare with
way. Yeah.
yeah.
So we can write it in the notepad also. But why we are choosing Atom or Visual Studio or Activities? Because of it is a compatible with that Terraform or Ansible or whatever it may be. Right. So Atom also one of the IDE only. Atom is one of the IDE, Integrated Development Environment. So in this course, what we will discuss about the Visual Studio. Understood, Rajariti? Rajariti? Yeah,
Sorry. Yes,
choosing
sorry.
the
Understood.
yeah choosing the ID for the Terraform. I already discussed Terraform in the Terraform code in the notepad. So you can write the Terraform code in the notepad and it will not have any impact. So downsides: slower development, limited features, guys. So right, so we need to specify everything. So need of a better software. So there is a need of a better application that allows you to develop the code faster. That allows you code faster. What is that? Atom. This is the Atom, guys. This is the Atom. What are the options? There are many popular source code editors available in the market. Source code editors are Atom, Sublime Text, Visual Studio Code. So in our course, what we will discuss about the Visual Studio. Visual Studio editor for this course. So we are going to make a Visual Studio Code as a primary editor in this course. Advantages: supports Windows, Mac, Linux, supports wide variety of programming languages, many extensions. Guys, understood?
Yeah,
Yes,
understood.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah.
Sorry for disturb. That full screen mode is very comfortable while we are it's an seeing screen. That full screen it's an very good looking. That is so. I'm asking like so could you please in the end of the class could you please compare Git and Terraform for my better understanding? So
Git.
actually I understood complete. Yeah, I understood completely about the Git. But can I compare with Git? Can I compare with Git this Terraform
Yeah.
means
So end of
that
the class, I will discuss.
functionality and
End of the
because
clip. So Git is
yeah, and
different.
also give any some example so that we
I
will
will give you the example. So Git is different. So Terraform is different. Git is a source code management tool. So Terraform is a IAC tool, infra as a code tool, right? Git is a source code management tool. I will tell you, no worries. Okay, na?
okay.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
we can understood like it is in completely automation process of cloud technology.
Git.
I mean not a Terraform.
Mm,
Instead of we are creating instance, we are adding some storage bucket. So
mm.
we can run a code and we can manage all the cloud resources.
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
reason I am telling from starting onwards. So
Okay.
we can connect the AWS two ways. One is AWS CLI and one is AWS console. So we can create any services via console is nothing but a manual or a code. Code is nothing but a Terraform. So,
Okay.
but AWS having their own IAC tool, the tool is nothing but a cloud formation.
CloudForm is nothing but a Terraform.
No.
Okay.
So both are IAC tools, but CFT is written in the JSON format.
Okay, this Terraform is separately. It is in any this owned by any company like
Yes,
Microsoft.
HashiCorp. I already told you, right? Who
Yeah,
invented?
Hishikar. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
The language
Yeah,
is
I didn't.
HCL.
HCL.
Terra,
Hishikar.
yes, Terraform language. So something like a YAML, right? A playbooks that Ansible YAML. The same like as a Terraform supports HCL language.
Oh, okay.
It's
Not
like
not like Python and all.
no, not like a it's a HCL language. Same like as a Ansible as a having a different language, right? That is a
YAML.
YAML
Yeah.
language.
Okay.
CFT. So cloud formation templates, cloud formation IAC tool uses the JSON format. What is that?
JSON.
JSON. Okay. CFT uses JSON. Terraform uses HCL. HCL. Terraform. Yeah, you see HCL syntax in order to use the Terraform. Okay.
Okay.
It's a layman language. It's a layman language and HCL. It's a layman. Everyone can use. Everyone can understand the language. Okay.
Okay. In backend, how it is indicated with that one cloud and all. In
That's the
API, we have that interface for us, application interface for us. But how it is going to enter into that one, that this code, Terraform?
Yeah, Terraform. So Terraform, this is the Terraform.
Okay.
This is the cloud.
Yes. Cloud
Right.
in the sense that data center, we have the hardware, we are connecting through internet. Okay, whatever it is. That is the cloud. Okay.
There is a cloud.
Means
So
you told this is the Terraform, right? Where this Terraform, it is in C. It is in our laptop code, or it is already, is there any, it is in plugin or agent is there in cloud side also?
that's the reason there is no agent. How we can connect with the AWS?
Okay.
You already listen about, right? This is the so launching a first EC2 via Terraform. So when
Okay.
you want to launch a resource in AWS, there are three important considerations.
Okay.
So one is how will you authenticate to the AWS?
Okay. So how will, yeah, okay.
How will you authenticate?
So we will the authentication is provided by, it is in cloud side, but we are giving our it's a name and password. So that authentication provided by the cloud vendor only. That
Now I
AWS.
understood. Now I understood what you are asking. Now I understood. Yeah, you will. I will tell you. So this is the version of provider HashiCorp AWS version. So in this version, if you install this version, so it is like a agent for communicating between Terraform and the AWS. So while installing the Terraform init, it will be installing this plugin and connecting to the AWS. I will show you. You will understand.
Okay, we are installing in front end side, means user side, this one.
Yes. Agent. So
Sorry
this is
for
the
it's confusing.
no. I will tell you.
Yeah,
So,
please go ahead. Yeah. So meanwhile, I can understand in running. I can understand.
running
Otherwise,
you can. Otherwise you can ask. So
otherwise,
that. So what you need? We need a IDE. What is the IDE, guys? So what IDE we want?
Integrated development.
So which company, which tool of IDE we are using? Microsoft Visual
Studio Code, Visual Studio Code.
Visual Studio Code. So we can download the Microsoft Visual Studio Code. So this is from the Microsoft. This is the from the Microsoft. You can download it just for the Windows. Okay, you can download it. It is downloading. So once it is downloaded, you can install. So which format, guys, in Windows? .ext format, right? .exe executable format. So once it downloaded, so must and should install this Visual Studio. So why we need to install Visual Studio? For writing the coding purpose. So for writing the Terraform code. So you can write the Terraform code in the Notepad also, but so it will give you a better solution. It will give you a better solution rather than Notepad, Notepad plus plus, Edit plus, because of it's already integrated all the plugins, Terraform, YAML, something like a Git, everything it will be integrated in the IDE, this Visual Studio code. Yeah. So the Visual Studio code is installed. Now you understood. So what we so how many softwares we installed? We just downloaded the Terraform, and so we set as a environment variable. So then we downloaded the Visual Studio and installed the Visual Studio code. So right now we can open the Visual Studio code. So which theme you want, guys? I need this dark. I want this. Yeah. So this is the IDE, guys. This is the IDE. So meanwhile, I will create a one folder. I will create a one folder in the desktop. The folder is AWS. Just write. You can write anything. AWS underscore Terraform. So what is the folder name, guys? AWS underscore Terraform. Here I am creating the files. Terraform files I am creating in this folder. I'm creating this folder. Yeah. Now I am open the folder. Open a new folder. Open a folder. So which folder, guys? In the desktop, AWS underscore Terraform. So where you are writing, guys? You are writing the code in the where in this Terraform AWS underscore Terraform folder, guys. So I am telling from now onwards.
Hari,
Yeah.
you told that there is IDE we are using instead of Visual Studio, right? Why you choose Visual Studio again?
So Visual Studio is a IDE.
Okay, IDE is nothing but Visual Studio.
I already told you, right? IDE is nothing but a Visual Studios. Who are provided the IDEs? As Microsoft Visual Studio is one IDE, Atom is IDE, Eclipse IDEs. These all are the IDEs.
I mean, imagining that like this Visual Studio, IDE is also one of the software. Like,
No,
sorry,
no.
you can proceed.
Okay, right? So Visual Studio is IDE. It's a core feature is IDE. What Visual Studio provides? Integrated development environment. Okay. So now you selected the folder AWS underscore Terraform, right? So you see, so there is a GUI. So what it is? A new file. So I'm creating the file under the AWS file Terraform. Just I'm creating the file, new file. Yeah. So the file name is my first EC2.tf. So you see, Raja Reddy. So whenever you use the .tf, it will showing the plugins. AML. You see the AML or
Okay.
.java. You see the Java, .python,
Yeah, Python lessons PY.
py, .py,
Okay.
Python, .c, .c++, I think,
Yeah.
.net,
Yeah. Same like that. It's an HC.
TF. So what is the extension for the Terraform files, guys? The
TF.
extension would be Terraform. You see, so the image it is showing, the image of the Terraform. You see, right? What is the image of the Terraform? What is the logo of the Terraform? This is the Terraform logo. So whenever you see this file, automatically, oh, this is the Terraform files. This is the Terraform files, guys. Now you understood? Yeah. So for this purpose, I'm using the code. So what is the provider, guys? What is the resource providers? EC2, right? We'll go to the EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud, then AWS underscore instance. What is the resource name, guys? AWS underscore instance. Compute Cloud only, right? Yeah, this is the resource for the AWS instance. Yes, now I am taking the resource. Yeah. So what is this, guys? This is a resource of AWS. So in the initially, what we need to provide? So we need to provide the provider, region, access key, secret key. What is this, guys? Provider, AWS, or you can use that code. I will send that code, guys. 1 second. I have a code. Where I posted in school. Yes, got it. Hmm. Yeah, or else I can write the code, guys. No worries. Yeah. So what we want to provide something like a first we need to provider, right? So what is the provider, guys? AWS or Azure or GCP or whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. What is that? AWS. You see? So provider equal to AWS. Then you can open the braces. It should see it automatically open the close braces also. So if you automatically open the close braces also, provider. So under provider, what you need to provide? Region. So what is the region, guys? US East, US East 1. So that is nothing but a default North Virginia region. So what is the region? For example, guys, what is the region? So if you see US East 1, US East 1 is nothing but a North Virginia. So North Virginia. Yeah. So North Virginia region means US East 1. The region equal to US East 1. US East 1. Next, access key. What is that, guys? Access key equal to something and secret key. So what you created yesterday, access key and secret
Key.
secret underscore key. So
Yeah, key.
we will provide the access key and secret key in this, guys. This is the a code, guys. Just you can copy paste that code and the access key, secret key. Where the access key and secret key? Oh, I forgot.
I think you need to create another IAM key, I think.
Let's create it. No worries, I will create. So you want to use the IAM, go to the IAM in the users, right? User 2, Terraform user. Credentials, access key, secret key. This one. Completion for the access key in the don't know, right? Delete access key. Let's give this.
Hari bro, no need to delete the full IAM user. Huh? We can delete only the access. Huh?
Access key and secret key. Yeah, now you can try to create the access keys also. Create an access key. So for the command line, understood. Next, description nothing to give. Yeah. Access keys. This is the access key. Yeah, you can provide that access key in the double quotes. The next show. So this is the secret key. So this is the secret key. You need to provide the secret key, right? So this is the access key. This is the secret key. So this is my first EC2 instance code, guys. What we need to provide first? So we need to provide the provider. Provider equal to AWS. So that region equal to US East 1, access key and secret key. Then the resources, guys. Resources AWS underscore instance. So name equal to web. So the name tag name is my first EC2. My first EC2 instance, guys. Yeah, AMI. So AMI will provide the AMI. I will provide the ID, guys. I already told you, right? Every IMA having a unique identity. So every IMA having the unique identity, right? So you can provide here also. You can provide it in the double quotes. The IMA is where I want to launch the instance, guys. You want to launch the instance in the which region, guys? North Virginia region. So then, so a launch instance, we'll go to the launch instance. Then, so you browse the AMIs. Then you took the 64-bit. So this is the AMI ID. This is the AMI ID. You need to provide where it is. So if you want to create a EC2 instance in the Sydney region, you can select the Sydney and then you can go to the AMIs and get the AMI ID and get the AMI ID and you can use that ID. Okay, you can use that ID. The IDs are different from the regions, guys. The IDs are different from the regions. Okay. Yeah. So T3 micro, I don't want to T3 micro. I want a T2 micro. Sorry. Just a code. So what we need, we need a EC2 instance. Yeah. For that EC2 instance, we need to use the resources. So in which
Hari, how we can it is in indicate that it is in free type instance?
sorry, was ready to tell me?
So how you can exactly confirm that you are going to create a free tier instance
Free tier instance.
based on ID only, AMI ID only.
Based on AMID. So AMID, I took the AMID. I took the which AMID? Free tier eligible AMID. Okay. And the instance type also. So which instance type I took? So I took the instance type also.
Micro, T2 micro.
T2 micro. T2 micro is a free tier or not? You can check it.
So all T2 micro are free tier only.
Yes. All T2
Okay,
micro are free tier.
in that code you didn't mention that Terraform username, right? You mentioned only code only. How
Which
it is going?
which user you want to?
So this code is going to enter into that AWS API, right? While it's required some IAM username, right?
Yeah, this is the user, right?
Which
So
one? You
access.
took the access key and security key only.
Hmm.
So username is not required.
Username is not required. For connecting the AWS CLI, username is not required.
Okay, so here you took the information regarding AMI code and instance type. What about that hard disk processor? Everything it is automatically selected through AMI code only.
What is instance type?
T2 micro, T2
No,
micro.
no,
So
no.
it is
What is the meaning of instance type?
instance type in the sense. So
Hmm.
it's an type of instance. You are trying to say to me like everything is there, operating system, hard disk, everything is under the instance type only.
No, no, no. AMI is nothing but a OS.
Oh yes,
OS.
okay,
So instance type is nothing but the resources, CPU RAM. The resources, CPU RAM. You see, one vCPU and one memory. If you took the T2 micro, it automatically provided the resources.
it's a complete package.
Yeah. So what we need to provide? We need to provide the key pair, network settings, and the storage also. Right.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I already told you, right? So if instance storage, the configure storage, network, everything are the optional. So if optional, you can provide or not. I will show you. If I am not providing anything, it will take the default one. It will take the default one. So these are all the options, right? AMI and instance ID. I already showed you, right? Yeah, I will show you again. Yeah. So AMI is optional. So AMI to use for the instances required unless launch template is specified and launch template specify AMI. If an AMI is specified in the launch template, setting AMI will override AMI specified launch template. So if you are not providing a default AMI is there on every region, so that is it will take that one. It will take that one.
okay. Once it will take that one, so we can't modify in future, right? We
Modify,
need
we can modify it. So that is the beauty of the code.
after it created instance, we can increase the RAM, we can
Right. Yes, yes.
increase the
So if you
CPU.
want to change the instance type, T2 my 3, T2 my 3, you can change it.
Here and after created also.
After created also we can change it. Whatever you want, you can change it. So
So shall we add its storage bucket and everything here only?
so I will tell you next. I will tell you
Okay, okay.
the
Please go ahead.
the format and this is nothing but a stack. AWS Terraform, for example, dev stack. This is so in the stack having main.tf, providers.tf, versions.tf, everything is there. In the main.tf you can add instances, you can add S3, you can add security groups, you can add virtual VPCs, everything you can add. I will show you my code also. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the simple code for creating the first EC2 instance. Okay. So this is the code. Yeah. So you want to run
So, oh, sorry, don't mind. So you download one binary code, right?
binary code is nothing
On
but a
the
Terraform.
after
That
Terraform,
is not a code. That is a binary file that supports. If you want to run the Terraform, definitely we needed that binary.
okay. From where you download that one? From AWS only.
No, but from registry.terraform.io. So there is a Terraform IO Terraform.io.
Yeah. Okay. So how? What is the link? Means we see if we can get something. They are having some repo in separate. They are maintaining remotely. They are maintaining some servers, right? How this Terraform code is connecting to the AWS? How it is creating all the things in inside the AWS?
I will tell you. So if you
Okay.
run the command, I will show you.
Okay. How? What is the signal flow? How it is triggering to that vendor?
I will tell.
Raja Reddy, see by using that IAM, it's getting connected. Okay, and the AWS has predefined scripts. Okay, by
Okay.
use of those things only, it's getting connected.
No.
See, that's why we given the IAM username. No,
I am user for
identity.
connecting the server, but
Yes.
Raja Reddy asking how we can connect the AWS. So with the help of this version, guys. 1 second, I will tell you.
Raja Reddy, by using this Terraform, we can connect to the Azure also. If I want to create an instance in the Azure, I can do the same thing and I can create the instance in fraction of seconds. Okay, these all things are provided in the Terraform website only.
Guys, I will tell you. Ramesh. I will tell to Ramesh Raja Reddy, no worries. Okay. So this is the code, guys. So if you want to run the command prompt here, we can run it by using the terminal, or else we can go to the CMD and you need to go to that folder wherever the code is available. So wherever the code is available, so we can run it either two ways. So the best solution is we can run from here. So we can use the new terminal. In the terminal, so the PowerShell and command prompt. Okay, the best solution is you guys can download the Git. I will tell you the Git later, guys. You will confuse it. Okay, so now I am in the which folder? Now I am in the desktop AWS _ Terraform folder. So I'm giving dir, right? Dir command. It is working in the dir command. Yes, my first ec2.tf file is there. Okay, let's check if the Terraform command is working here or not. So clear, I think it is working. Clear or not, I don't know. Clear. No. Yeah, so Terraform. Yes, Terraform is working. Terraform command is working in the command prompt. Now I am trying. Yeah, so now I am running the Terraform init. So what is the Terraform init, guys? So for Terraform init, you can initialize the AWS. I will show you guys. Terraform init. Yeah, so it is saying that error supported unsupported block of provider, unsupported block provider, unsupported block provider in the line number 1. So blocks of the type provider are not expected here. Did you mean provider? Maybe there is a mistake in the provider. So they are saying that it is a provider. Yes, provider. Then you can save the file. Yes. Again, I'm trying to initiate the Terraform initialization. Yeah, you see, guys. So initializing the backend, initializing the provider plugins, finding the latest version of the HashiCorp AWS. So initializing the HashiCorp AWS. I already told you, right? The provider plugins are installed. So what is the provider plugin? Provider plugin is nothing but an agent. So HashiCorp also provided the plugins AWS underscore version. That version 5.3.70 is the plugin, guys. 5.70 is. Okay, guys, it is initializing. Yeah. So Terraform has, so it is installed the HashiCorp AWS 5.1 signed by the HashiCorp. So Terraform has created a log file terraform.log.hcl, for example. So for example, you run the Terraform init command or plan command, apply command. For example, in our team, so in our team, Raja Reddy is there, Hari is there, Ramesh is there. Something like 1 second, guys. Yeah. So the Terraform is, so Terraform has initialized successfully. So the log file, right? Something like Hari is running the Terraform applier plan at the same time. So Ramesh wants to run the plan. So what it will showing that time Terraform will be locked. So Terraform will be locked, and so if you are trying to run the Terraform plan, showing something like someone is already running the Terraform. So that's the reason the log file is created. Okay, so Terraform has been successfully initialized. You may have now been working with the Terraform by running the Terraform plan to see the any changes that are required in the Terraform infrastructure. All the Terraform commands should now work. So if you were to set a change or module or backend configuration of the Terraform, or rerun the command to reinitialize the working directory. If you forgot, so the other commands you will detect it and remind you if necessary. Something like the initialization, the one time you can use the initialization one time, guys, and you can run the Terraform plan, Terraform apply, Terraform destroy multiple times. So multiple times, once you initialize it, will connect to the AWS. It will connect to the AWS. Before that, guys, the desktop. Before that, in the Terraform.aws.terraform, before only one file, that is a my first ec2.tf. So now it created a .terraform.log.hcl and the .terraform file. So what is .terraform file? .terraform file provides the providers. In the providers registered .terraform.io. In that HashiCorp, there is a AWS plugin. So this is the plugin for connecting the AWS. Rajareddy, now you understood?
Yes. So that the Terraform website is going to be managed, right? So first it will be connected to the network.
Your voice is breaking, Rajareddy.
Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So actually, yeah. So while doing that Terraform init or something like a Git init, it will automatically download the plugins, right? So while running the Terraform init, it automatically download the plugins from the HashiCorp. So HashiCorp, and it is authenticated with the AWS. It is authenticated with the AWS, guys. So now I'm running the command called Terraform. Terraform. What is, guys? Terraform plan.
Terraform plan.
Yeah.
Okay. One small doubt is there, Hari. So 1 second. I think Terraform plan.
Yeah.
It is
So
saying invalid
invalid region.
region.
US East 1. Let's check it. The region.
I think Hari, the region you have given in that code some space. Can you please check the space?
Let me check it. US hyphen East 1.
I mean, you have given the double space.
There might
I
be
think now
issue.
it will correct. It will work, I think, now.
Yeah. So with the
Mhm.
provider registered at AWS, instant provider AWS. Yeah, let's try. Yeah. So the issue with the double quotes, there is a space in between the double quotes on the region. Okay. Yeah. What it contains, you see, right? That's plan, 0 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. Guess what? A plan is nothing but a 1 to add, 0 to change,
0 to
0 to
change,
destroy.
0 to destroy.
Yeah. So what is a plan 1 to add? I will show you that. Yeah. So Terraform use it. So if something, if you are seeing the plus is nothing but a adding, minus is nothing but a minus in the red symbol is nothing but a are changing or destroying, guys. Okay. So plus is nothing but a creating. So Terraform will perform the following actions. What are the actions will performing? AWS underscore instance dot web. So dot web is nothing but a your instance name. That web will be created. A resource, so AWS underscore instance web. So what you are provided, you are provided the AMI. So everything is the optional. ARN, SSO, active, CPU core count, everything will be taking as a default. Everything will be taking as a default, guys. The storage, everything I will show you. EBS optimized. Yeah, the subnet. So tag names I provided, right? Tenancy, user data, user space, VPC security, everything they will create the EBS. Yeah, after creation I will show you guys. After creation I will show you the everything. Yeah. So what it is, the plan is 1 to add, 0 to change, and D to test run. So what it creates, it create a AWS instance. This is the plan, guys. So now I am trying to apply the Terraform apply. Yeah. So while doing the apply, it will asking the yes or no, guys. It will asking the yes or no because of so if you are not if you are not asking the yes or no, it automatically destroy the production environment also, right? So that's the reason it is asking. So if you want to perform these actions, Terraform will perform the actions described above. Only yes, you will accept at the above. Only yes, you will accept at the above. The same 1 to add, 0 to change, and 0 to destroy. So now I'm giving a S, guys. Now I'm giving the S. I will show you before that. So is there any instances are there in the North Virginia region, guys? US East region? There is no
No, sir.
instance, no
No, sir.
instances created. Now I'm trying to create a instance. Yeah, I'm pressing yes. So AWS underscore instance web is creating. Let's check it. You see, AWS instance web is creating. AWS instance web is still creating. AWS instance web creation template after 26 seconds, it's created. The ID of the instance is 3005B. 3005B. Okay. So after apply complete, after resources, 1 added, 0 change, 0 destroy. 0 destroyed. Now you can check it. The instance is created. What is the tag name, guys? My first EC2. So that my first EC2 is created or not. Still it is initializing. Still it is initializing, guys. Instance connect is still not enabled.
It will take time, bro.
No, it will take.
So the two status checks need to be completed, no? So that's why it is taking. Yeah, it's created. Oh, still it is showing initial. Oh, no, it's showing running. Why status check? It is showing initializing.
It's still installation.
Public IP came, but still it is, the status check is showing initialized.
Yeah.
Already came.
Try to log in.
Now it's connected. Connect.
Try to log in.
Yes, connect.
Think it's connected.
It's already created. So fail to connect your instances.
Network settings are configured correctly for the.
Yes. So by default, so we'll not created the network settings, right? So we'll go to the security. Go to the security.
Okay. Port not allowed.
Port not allowed. Yes.
Okay.
So we need to go to the
Inbound.
Inbound. So add the inbound rules.
We need to add all traffic, bro. You give.
But we need to add that 00.
22. Okay, SSH 22.
Or we need to provide SSH
22 port number.
0002. Save the EC2 instances running.
I think now it will.
Instances.
Let me check.
Yeah,
it's connected.
So defaultly it will not enable. So while launching the instance, guys. So while launching the instance, you see that anywhere you need to SSH from anywhere we need to select. Otherwise, so here also we are getting the same issue. So we need to provide this one also. Okay. Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
the instance is created. The instance is created. Now you understood? Yeah. The task is something like I want to create a 2 instances, guys. I want to create a 2 instances. How you can create the 2 instances? Copy this code.
Okay.
Paste it. Yeah. The name you can change it. My first EC2 instance.
My second EC2 instance.
Second
EC2 instance.
EC2 instance. And so we can use the name, call it as a web2. Okay, we can use the save. Okay, so now save it, file, save. Okay, I'm saving. Then again I'm trying to
Terraform init.
No need to Terraform. One time is enough for the Terraform init.
Okay.
So Terraform plan. I'm trying to access the Terraform plan. Yeah, you see. So
one is added.
So you see web2 is adding. Before it is web. So now the second one is web2 is added. Okay, so web2 is added. So Terraform
apply is -auto-approve. So bro, one more doubt is there. So earlier you created one instance, I mean like web. So again you have given the other code like web2. I mean, if I want to give the web3 means it will create only the web3 only, not web1 and web2. It's already created.
Yeah, it's already, whatever the created is there, right? It will not recreate. It will create whatever new one if you want to try to create.
Okay.
Okay. The old one will not.
Okay.
So now it's creating the second one. Let's check it. Now you see my second EC2 is creating. And it is so added
It's
one.
great.
Yeah. So
And
yeah, I want to destroy everything, guys. I want to destroy everything. So Terraform destroy. Terraform destroy. If you use the Terraform destroy, everything will be destroyed.
okay.
So whatever the code is there in that here, right? Everything will be destroyed. You see. So refreshing the state. Yeah, you see, minus is nothing but a yeah. Now I can see. Now I can show you. Yeah. So AMID this is to be null, ARN null, associated public null, USB is to one be the availability zone null, that CPU count, core count, everything will be null, guys. Everything will be null. Everything will be null. You see the IP addresses, everything, subnets, default ports, and the core count, security groups, and the you see the resource root block, the HVXD, everything will be null. Everything will be null. I'm
Volume
giving,
says 8.
yeah, you see plan 0 to add, 0 to change, 2
2 to
to
destroy.
destroy, 2 to
Hari bro, if I want to delete only one thing means I
yeah,
can give
yeah.
Terraform destroy space web one na?
No. So that is the task, guys. So that
Okay.
is the question for you guys. So I need an answer for that. Very good,
Okay.
very good. So I saw something like in the code, I have a plenty of servers are there, plenty of work, security groups, everything is there, right? I don't want to disturb web one. I want to delete only web two from the stack, from the from the code. So from the console. So how we can delete it? So if you execute the Terraform destroy, it will destroy everything. I don't want to destroy everything. I want to destroy a specific resource. Specific resource. For example, Web2 resource. How we can destroy a
Okay.
specific resource. So that is the task for you guys. You see? So destroy
I think
complete resources to destroy.
with the help of the tag name we can delete, I think.
I don't know.
Okay.
You guys can
Okay.
find a
Okay, we'll check it.
solution, and yeah, you guys can find a solution and tell me tomorrow. I will show you. You guys see, no matching instances found. That Terraform destroy, it destroys everything. Destroys everything. Rajareddy, got it? Kiran Rajareddy. Guys,
Yeah, yes, sir.
that's right. Yeah. So you guys, what you can do, you can install the Terraform, not install, just download the Terraform and set the environment variable. Then install the
Yeah,
Visual
yes, sir,
Studio
got
Code, and you can write this code. So you can take the code from the registry.terraform.io, guys. Registry dot. So once you
Terraform.
hmm, registry.terraform.io. So once you log into this URL, go to the providers, browse providers. In the browse provider, you select the AWS. In the AWS, you can select the documentation. In the documentation, there is a providers. There is a resource. In the resources, you need to go EC2 compute cloud. In the EC2 compute cloud, there is a AWS underscore instance is the resource. So you can use this resource and you can create you can copy this code and you can create the resource. Just what you need to write, you need to write the providers, guys. Just you need to write the providers and AWS, right? Guys, please practice this. Please practice this. If you have any doubts, please let me know. I will resolve it, guys. Everyone can install Visual Studio, Terraform, write the code, and deploy the instances, build the instances through Terraform. Guys, understood? Guys, will continue from tomorrow. I will show you.
Yes.
I want to destroy a specific resource tomorrow. You guys, that is the task, guys. You can tell me what is the answer for to delete the a specific resource, and I will tell you the format of the stack, guys. For example, AWS underscore Terraform, right? So renaming it to I'm renaming it to something like a call it as AWS Dev environments, right? Non-production environment. So AWS Dev Stack. So every dev environment, every dev environment servers, VPCs, subnets, so S3, everything will be there in the stack. The call it name it as a stack, dev stack, QA stack, prod stack. So we have a three environments, right? QA, dev, QA, and production. So you can use the three stacks. Three stack. One is a dev stack. So dev stack have contains all the, these are all files contains all the infra will be in this code, dev stack code. That QA code, QA stack having the all the information, all the code having in the QA code. Prod stack having all the code in the prod stack. I will show you tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, my real code. Okay. Yes,
Yes, sir.
understood. Okay. So we'll continue from tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Please practice, guys.